everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy November! Today is November 1st, so that of course means that it is the first day of NaNoWriMo and I am so excited to get started. It's almost 1 o'clock now. I've had a bit of a late start, went to the store, had lunch, now I'm getting ready to get ready. But I've got a lot of other things that I want to get done today, like planning out my week and my budget for the week, and I also have to read a bit for book club because I'm only halfway through the book, and we have book club on Wednesday and I'm leading the discussion, so I need to read some of that today. So I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and just do 10 minutes of writing, and then I'm going to switch over to getting some other tasks done, and then at 3 o'clock there is a NaNoWriMo virtual write-in, so I'm going to participate in that at 3 o'clock, so I've got about 2 hours before that happens. So I'm going to do 10 minutes of writing, do some planning things, get a little bit of reading done, and then if I have any time before 3 o'clock I might do another 10-minute session. So let's get started. Alright, so I actually forgot to set the timer, but I was just keeping an eye on the time and I went over 2 minutes, which is fine. But I wrote 432 words, so that's a pretty good start. I'm really happy with that, and now I'm going to go ahead and take a tiny break to get some planning done. Before I start on the next part of my getting things done before 3 o'clock, I want to go over real quick what I'm currently reading. So I'm currently reading When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, which I'm about halfway through, and I'm really liking it so far. I'm also still reading White Fragility because I've not been reading my nonfiction chapter every day like I should be, so still haven't finished that. And then I am reading, and I need to finish by Wednesday night, I am reading The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton for my work book club, and I am a little over halfway, just a little over halfway, so really enjoying it so far. It's interesting. I also got the movie, which came out in the 80s, I want to say, with Michelle Pfeiffer and Winona Ryder, and I can't think of who is the guy. Daniel Day-Lewis plays the main character, whose name I'm now forgetting. Noland Archer. So I'm gonna watch that too before book club because I just think that'll be interesting to talk about. So that's the 3 physical books that I'm currently reading. I hate my life, oh my god. And I'm also listening to Hollowpox, the 3rd book in the Nevermore series, and I love it. I'm probably gonna reread it as soon as I get my Owlcrate box too. So those are the books that I'm reading. I need to finish The Age of Innocence really soon, so I'm gonna try to get at least 1 chapter finished with that real quick, just so I can feel like I've done something productive. I did it! Yay! I got past the goal for today, which I attended the NaNoWriMo live write-in that they were hosting on YouTube, and basically there was just some writing sprints, and then they played Never Have I Ever writing edition a few times, and that was really funny. And then they had a guest on, and I forgot her last name, Hafsa. She wrote, oh, I can't think of what the book is called, Jesus Christ. We Hunt the Flame. She wrote We Hunt the Flame. I think that came out last year, I don't know, it's a YA book. But so they talked about some like writing advice and stuff like that, and so it was a 2-hour long live write-in, and I wrote pretty much all of that except for the 400 words that I wrote around like 12 o'clock today. So yeah, it was a great first day for NaNoWriMo, and I'm so happy that I reached my goal for the first day. Here's hoping that this streak continues. So I just popped back onto YouTube because I saw that the Word Nerds were also hosting a live write-in tonight, and the Word Nerds is just their YouTube channel. And so I popped back on there for maybe like 20 minutes just to see if I could get any more words in, and now I'm at 2,590 for day 1. So boom. But I think I'm gonna stop here and watch some Criminal Minds and then regret it in the morning. So good night. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning at like 9:30-ish, and I'm at the laundromat in my car waiting for my clothes to dry. There were a lot of people here today. I'm wondering if they all had the same thought as me, because I usually go on Tuesday mornings, but since tomorrow is election day, I was just like, I don't want to go outside at all. I wonder if they had the same thought. It's also super windy today. It's a little chilly too. I have work this evening, really considering calling out, but I feel like that would be a mistake. So this is the first week that we're having customers back in the branch. So we've got a lot of stuff to go over, and now people are sitting right in front of my car, so I'm gonna stop. All finished with the laundry, got ready for work, and then just had a bit of spare time to get some words in, and I wrote 3,000. Yes, I know, math, numbers. 3,039 words, so I have a little less than 300 words left to write today in order to stay on track. And I'm gonna stop for now and work on packing up my dinner for tonight and making lunch. And then if I get finished in enough time, I'll try to get those 300 words in. But I'm already off to a great start. Hello everyone, I just did some sprints with Brooke Passmore and Mandy Lynn. I think that was on Brooke's channel. They're both author tubers, if you will, who host writing sprints pretty usually for NaNoWriMo, and I just hopped onto one when I got home from work and finished reaching my goal for the day. I'm having some tea to help relax me, and I'll show you what my word count is. So I have hit the 3,000 mark, 3,631, and so I am on track for today. I think the goal for the second day is 3,338 or something like that, 34. I don't know, but I'm past that, so I'm gonna stop there for right now. I might write a little bit later if I want to, but I want to get some reading done, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up The Age of Innocence. I got to the 200-page mark while I was at work today, so I've only got a little, and I mean a little, less than 100 pages to read before Wednesday, so I'm really liking it. It's kind of, the dynamics of like all of the characters kind of reminds me of Downton Abbey, even though it's set in the 1870s, but I think it's still close enough that it kind of gives off the same vibe. So they're in New York City. It's about New York society and marriage, so I'm gonna read a little bit more of that now. And today at work was kind of strange because a lot of people called out, and I was glad that I decided to not call out, so it was an interesting day. Hi, it is Tuesday, and it's now 1:20. Haven't updated you at all because today's been a complete trash day. Good morning, everyone. Today's Wednesday. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm about to head to the grocery store. I didn't end up updating you all at all last night because I needed a break, so I didn't do that. I ended up getting over the 4,000 word mark for NaNoWriMo, so I am about 1,000 words behind. I'm not worried about it, or I don't want to worry about it. So yeah, I did that. I also watched The Age of Innocence, which is the book that I'm currently reading, but I watched the movie and it was incredibly boring. I did not like Daniel Day-Lewis as the main character. I did not like Michelle Pfeiffer as one of the main characters. Winona Ryder was just okay. I didn't like how she portrayed one of the characters 100%. And then I end up reading like 2 chapters before bed. So I've got like 60 pages to read before book club tonight. So yeah, here's hoping I can get it done. It's 9 o'clock, I don't have to go into work until 2, so I've got plenty of time. I might be able to sneak in some reading at work today, but I'm not sure because today's the first day that we're welcoming customers back into the building. So, I did it. I finished The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. I'm not sure if I like this yet. The book was definitely better than the movie. I didn't like the movie at all. It was very boring, and I didn't like the actors they chose, and I didn't like the way that they portrayed the kind of story that it is about a man being in love with another woman and still gets married to his original fiance, and just going back and forth about their relationship. Like, the type of story I would never read, and I don't like it. I don't care. I liked reading about the commentary on, society and marriage during this time period. So that was interesting. Our main character, Newland Archer, I don't like him as a person. The only thing that I like about him is the fact that he likes to read, so that was nice. I just felt like he was kind of naive, because he talks about hating the way that society is, and yet he still plays into it, and by the end of the book he's sticking with it, So I didn't like the way that he treated May or Ellen. I felt like they both were the victims in this book. Ellen suffered a lot from their relationship, and I think she made the right decision to move back to Europe. And I like that Newland kind of gave up and decided to stick with his wife, and that they actually had a pretty decent relationship. Though May definitely suffered from Newland's relationship with Ellen. There's no plot to this book, and I hate books without plot, so that's the reason I don't like this book. But I did find the commentary on marriage and society interesting, and how the story played out. I really liked the last chapter, the epilogue chapter about Newland and May's life and their children, and then how Newland decides to visit Paris with his eldest son, and how he ends up... Obviously this is all spoilers, but this book was written 100 years ago, so I don't care. But yeah, so he at the very end decides not to go and see Ellen. Like, she has invited them over for dinner and he decides not to go. So I liked that part of the epilogue too. I felt like it was very well done. I don't know what Edith Wharton is trying to say with this book. Society and marriage, okay, like, I don't know. I've got about an hour before I have to go to work, so I won't be writing anything right now, and I probably won't write anything tonight, so I'll probably be over 200 or over 2,000 words behind tomorrow, but my life. Hello everyone, it is now 10 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I haven't updated you since my pseudo review of The Age of Innocence. I just, I got home from work a few hours ago, and then I had book club, and then I've just been talking to my mom about politics and whatnot, normal everyday conversations. We had a really great discussion at book club for this book, and I still haven't decided if I like this book or not. I can't decide. I mean, I enjoyed the reading experience because it's not something I usually read, and I liked Edith Wharton. I liked her writing style. I thought it was very captivating. Edith Wharton won the Pulitzer Prize for this book in talked about this in book club and I already forgot. In 1921, she won the Pulitzer Prize for this book, and it was the first time a woman ever won the Pulitzer Prize. So I think that's pretty cool too. I'm done with this book. Yay. I feel like it kind of put me in a little reading slump while I was reading it, so like usually I would have read a lot more, and I wanted to read a lot more, but I think this book was just like draining me a little bit because it is a very slow book. It's a character development, there's no plot, and you know me, I don't like a plotless book. So anyway, but yeah, 10 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and I need to clean up my work mess and then maybe I'll write. I really don't want to, but I also kind of want to. This might be the last time I update you tonight, so I hope you had a pleasant Wednesday. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday and it's around 10:30. I've had breakfast, paid some bills, talked to my brother, had coffee, and my desk is a mess, so I need to clean that up, but I want to get in one quick writing sprint, so I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and just get some writing done, just to get some writing done, you know? So let me close out all of these unnecessary tabs that I have open and get my document opened. All right, as of this morning, I have 4,043 words written. Let's see what I can do. "10 minutes over. I got 4,325. I have already forgotten what I told you was the starting, but I think that's like 300 words, right? 300-ish, maybe a little less than 300. Good enough. I'm just gonna log on to the NaNoWriMo website, and yeah, so I had 4,043, so a little less than 300, but still good for 10 minutes. I think I can definitely tell from like the first year that I did NaNoWriMo that I'm getting the words down faster because I'm not going back to edit as much. I am being really bad lately about like spelling, like when I spell a word wrong and going back to fix it and instead of just like waiting and then fixing it later, so I need to get back into that habit, but not too shabby. Today is November 5th. And I am supposed to be at 8,335 words, so I am 4,000 words behind. I'm not upset by that number. That's not actually that bad. So I plan on writing a lot today. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely not working at all today. I've already opened my email twice and I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? You're not working. Stop it. Stop doing that. Hello. I've changed. I did another word sprint because the Word Nerds, their YouTube channel, just popped on for a live virtual write-in, and I was like, oh hey, I'll just do this one real quick, and I wrote almost 1,000 words, so I'm now at 5,156, so I passed the 5K mark, and I feel like this is a great milestone, and I'm really happy about it. So, a little late, but that's fine. So I've just finished filming my video. The cinnamon rolls are in the oven. Gonna clean all of this up, finish with the cinnamon rolls, try to get another word sprint in. Still at the 5,000 mark. Cinnamon rolls are done. I already had one. I couldn't wait. I need to make a to-do list and figure out what all I needed to do today to see what I have left. So it's almost 5 o'clock, and I have completely finished editing my video. Now it's just exporting, and while I was working on editing, I did some sprinting while I was waiting for things to load and whatnot, and got to 6,056 words, so I'm well onto my way to catch up, and I am getting really close, so that's really exciting, and yay. So I'm going to take a break from writing for a while, and then when I'm finished with this video, I will be making dinner. I haven't decided what I want to make that yet, so I should probably do that. 6,000 words. I'm only a little less than 2,000 words behind, so things are looking up. I did it. I've just been writing for hours and sobbing for hours. And I finally did it. I just hit the goal for today to keep on track with the goal to get to 50,000 words by the end of the month. It's suggested to have written 8,335 words. And I have written 8,390, so I am fully caught up. It has been a long day, and I am so pleased with where my novel is right now. I'm really excited to see where the story goes because I have not plotted at all. And I really should. I also really need to figure out my main character's name because I've just been writing main character's name. Definitely need to figure out some of those things. But yeah, I'm very pleased with where I am right now. And I am going to stop writing for the night and just lay in bed and read before I go to bed. So, good night. Sleep well. Hello everyone. It is Friday morning. This week has gone by so fast. Been an eventful morning a little bit. Getting some things worked out that have been stressing me out for many days. But I wanted to pop on here and talk about the book that I am currently reading. Since I did finish The Age of Innocence, I could finally start reading this book again, which I've been reading with a friend, and I am on page 244 out of 352. And if you haven't heard about this book, it is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. It is a thriller, romance, mystery, literary fiction. It's a lot of things. So it's basically about Sydney, who is coping with her mother's illness and a lot of change that's happening in her neighborhood, which is currently going through gentrification basically, and there's like a lot of evidence of it, and she's, you know, noticing when her neighbors are being, you know, harassed basically by realtors to sell. And it also follows Theo, who is new to the neighborhood, who is a white guy who is helping Sydney with a project, and he's learning a lot about you know, Black communities in the area and how they started, and the history of like slave trading and the Dutch East India Company. It's really interesting. It's also like, you know, it says a thriller on the cover, but it's not your typical thriller because like no one's died, no one's being like hunted or like what you expect from a typical thriller, but you're still getting those eerie vibes of something not being quite right. And you have your main character who is experiencing a lot of these things and like the stress that's coming with it. And I think it's really interesting because she talks about bed bugs, and I guess like at one point she had experienced bed bugs in her home or something like that, and after getting rid of them, like still feeling the constant need to scratch or to be like, what was that? Is that black smudge a bunch of bed bugs, and like freaking out and things like that, which I totally understand. Bed bugs are terrifying. But so things like that. So it's very eerie, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I like it because it's not like other thrillers, and it's not a domestic thriller because I hate domestic thrillers, I think. But I'm really interested to see where this book goes. Yeah, just a little over 100 pages left, and I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. Excited to keep reading it now that I finally can start reading it again. As for writing, I'm still where I left off at last night, 8,390 words. I'm not planning on writing this morning. I'm gonna go meet a friend for lunch, which kind of feels a little weird to me because I'm really stressed out and being out in public is not good for me, but at the same time, I really just need to have, you know, like connection, socialization with people who care about me. So it's been a weird week, and I'm glad that I finally caught up with NaNoWriMo and that things are starting to look up. But anyway, good morning. Hi everyone, it is now 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and I got back about maybe an hour ago from my lunch with my friend, and it was really nice getting to talk to someone about all of the issues I've had this week, and just really nice to catch up. So I did lie earlier. I said I wasn't going to write before I left, but I wrote like a paragraph. So I'm currently at 8,503 words, and the goal for today is 10,002. So I'm going to have a little mini writing session right now and try to get as close as possible. I am going over my cousin's later to watch a movie, and just hang out. And I probably won't want to write when I come home because I have to go to work tomorrow and I want to go to bed early, or at a decent time anyway. So I'm gonna do that now, and yeah, time for a mini writing sprint. With that quick little sprint, I am up to 8,857 words, so a little over around 300 words that I just wrote in that sprint, probably closer to 200 and something, but I don't math right now. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm literally 2 words away from hitting 9,000, and the goal is like 10,002, right? So I have an hour before I need to leave, and I'm just gonna try and get these words done and get it finished for the night. So here we go. Wish me luck. I did it. Yay! It is 5:37 and I just hit 10,100 words. So I not only made the goal for today, but have hit my first really big milestone of 10,000 words. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I'm gonna stop here for now. We'll see if I write anything else on my way or when I get back home. 10,000 words! Woo! So I just finished When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, and it is my favorite thriller of the year. I definitely get where some people said it was really slow, but to me it was more like building tension in a really like smart way that really makes the reader question everything about this book. Like, are these things actually happening? Is she just being paranoid? Like her coping with her mother's illness and things changing in the neighborhood, like thinking maybe she's taking it too far, and then when you get to the ending it's just like I haven't seen Get Out, but from what I've heard of it, definitely getting vibes from that. I feel like this would make a really great movie. When I was reading the ending, I was a little nervous because I felt like there's no way that they can wrap this up and for it to make sense. But I do feel like that the ending was really good and left me with like, sure, I feel like there could be more to this, but like I really enjoyed the ending. So I'm giving this book 5 stars because this is the first thriller in quite a while that has not left me disappointed, has made me like really think, and has like more to it than just someone dies and we're trying to figure out who, or somebody's missing and we're trying to figure out why. Like, there was so many layers to this book and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really happy that I finally finished it. And I didn't mind reading it slowly. The last 100 pages though really picked up and I was just like, I need to finish this now. Highly recommend this book. I do know a lot of people don't like this, but I think if you're somebody who hates most thrillers like I do, maybe you will like this more. So definitely recommend giving it a try. I will say that there is one thing I don't like about this book, and I just now thought of it, so I'm not going to drop my star rating because of it, because it's not something that's really pertinent. But it's also one of the reasons I hate To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, which are like, what do these two books have in common? Both of the main characters refer to their mothers, as mommy all the time. So when they're talking to their best friend, they say mommy. When they're talking to their family, they say mommy. When they say talking to a stranger, they refer to their mother as mommy. And I find that highly unrealistic, and it's very annoying to me. Like, when you're talking to a stranger, you're not going to say, oh, mommy says blah, blah, blah. No, that's weird. Like, I just feel weird saying mommy repeatedly right now, especially for grown adults. I don't like that, but it didn't take anything away from the story for me. But yeah, that's something that I find really annoying. Currently editing my vlog, this vlog that you are watching right now, and it's 10 o'clock now, and I'm just like, I need to stop adding more clips, stop it, so that you can write. I think I'm like 1,000 words behind, but at this point I don't feel like writing, and I don't want to push myself because the next scene that I'm about to write is pretty critical, so I don't want to force that. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, and tomorrow is Sunday, and I don't have to work. I don't have any plans, so I'm planning on it to be like a big writing day. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. Major milestones happened, you know, 10,000 words for the first week of NaNoWriMo. Super exciting. I finished 2 books this week, and I'm just like so happy that I finally finished The Age of Innocence, because it wasn't a bad book. It was just kind of like dragging, and I'm just glad that I'm finished it. And then finally getting to read When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, which was one of my most anticipated books of the year, just because I'm very picky about thrillers, and this one was just exactly what I want. So yay, I'm very pleased with this week. 10,000 words, 2 books done. Fantastic. I mean, also, this was not the best week of my life, but, you know, I'm just trying to stay positive. If you're participating in NaNoWriMo, I hope that you had a great first week and that you are writing something that you love. I hope you stick around for my upcoming content, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video soon.